Hold on, because this might just be the boldest move in U.S. history. Donald Trump is literally putting his own face on both sides of a new American coin. Yes, you heard that right. The U.S. Treasury has just revealed the first drafts of a brand new $1 coin, and let's just say it's causing a political storm and a social media meltdown. One side shows Trump's presidential profile, and the other, an image of him right after the July 2024 assassination attempt, with his fist raised defiantly in the air under the words, "Fight, fight, fight." You can't make this up. So what's really going on here? Is this an act of patriotism, propaganda, or pure Trump showmanship? Let's dive deep. But first, make sure you hit subscribe to Celebique TV for more shocking celebrity and political revelations like this one. To understand why this coin matters, let's rewind a bit. Ever since his comeback to the White House, Donald Trump has been determined to cement his legacy. Literally. From renaming federal projects to proposing national monuments, his administration has been all about symbolism and power. And now for America's upcoming 250th birthday in 2026, the semi-quincentennial, Trump's team apparently wants his image to be front and center of the celebration. Treasurer Brandon Beach made the surprise announcement on October 3rd via X, the platform formerly known as Twitter. He confirmed that the first drafts of a Trump coin were real, and not, as he said, fake news. Beach shared sketches showing Trump's side profile on the obverse, the front of the coin, alongside the words, "In God We Trust," and the years 1776 to 2026, but the reverse design is what really grabbed attention. Trump, bloodied but unbowed, raising his fist in the air moments after surviving an assassination attempt in July 2024. Above his head, the words, "Fight, fight, fight." The idea behind the coin seems to blend history, resilience, and political messaging, three of Trump's favorite themes. The $1 coin is meant to honor America's 250th birthday, but in practice, it's looking more like a personal tribute to the president himself. What's raising eyebrows is that by law, U.S. currency isn't allowed to depict living presidents, or even recently deceased ones, for at least 2 years after their death. Yet here we have sketches of Trump, alive and very much in office, appearing on both sides of a federal coin. The Treasury has clarified that these are drafts, not the final design, but that hasn't stopped the internet from exploding. Critics are calling it unconstitutional hero worship, while Trump supporters are celebrating it as a coin of courage. Social media has been on fire since the images dropped. Pro-Trump influencers hailed it as the most patriotic coin in American history, while late-night hosts wasted no time turning it into comedy gold. Memes are everywhere, some showing Trump's face replacing George Washington on the dollar bill. Others joking that there's no room for democracy when Trump's on both sides. Even some celebrities have weighed in. Actor Mark Ruffalo tweeted, "Putting yourself on both sides of a coin? That's not currency. That's narcissism." Meanwhile, conservative commentator Candace Owens defended the design, saying, "It's a symbol of defiance, not vanity." Trump literally took a bullet and stood tall. That deserves recognition. Mainstream media, on the other hand, is divided. CNN called the move legally questionable, while Fox News described it as a bold new era of American pride. Here's where it gets even more interesting. The Circulating Collectible Coin Redesign Act of 2020, passed by Congress long before Trump's current term, allows for new coin designs to mark the nation's 250th anniversary. However, the same law clearly states that no portrait of a living person may be included. So how is Trump getting around this? Insiders suggest there's a legal loophole. The restriction applies only to the reverse side of coins. Since Trump's image appears on both sides, the Treasury might technically argue that the back isn't a reverse. It's a dual obverse. It's a cheeky legal workaround, one that's sparking debates among constitutional experts and numismatists alike. A Treasury spokesperson told CNN that while no final design has been selected, these drafts reflect the enduring spirit of our country and democracy. Even in the face of immense obstacles, political analysts, however, see a deeper motive. Dr. Elena Marks, a political historian, told NBC, "Trump understands the power of symbols. This coin isn't about money. It's about memory. He's trying to place himself into the mythology of American strength." Meanwhile, insiders close to the administration say the coin has been a pet project since the assassination attempt, a way for Trump to immortalize his survival and reclaim control of the narrative before the 2026 election cycle kicks into gear. If the coin actually gets approved, it would mark the first time in U.S. history a living president appears on an official piece of currency. That could redefine presidential precedent or completely shatter it. For Trump's supporters, it's a victory lap, proof that their leader is both a fighter and a survivor. But for his critics, it's another example of authoritarian overreach, using federal symbols for personal glorification. Either way, it's undeniable that Trump's influence over American imagery, from the flags at rallies to coins in your pocket, is growing stronger than ever. Presidents like Lincoln, Washington, and Kennedy were immortalized after their deaths. Even Ronald Reagan, one of the most celebrated Republican icons, didn't make it onto a coin until long after he left office. The idea of a sitting president placing himself on both sides of a coin? That's pure Trump. Theatrical, controversial, and completely unprecedented. It's reminiscent of historical figures who used national symbols to reinforce personal power, from Roman emperors to modern populists. Whether you love him or hate him, Trump knows how to turn every headline into a legacy move. So what do you think? Is this new Trump coin a bold patriotic statement or a troubling step toward political self-worship? Would you actually keep one if it entered circulation, or would you see it as a collector's item of controversy? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're as fascinated by the wild intersection of fame, power, and politics as we are, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Celebique TV, because in today's America, even the money tells a story.